Hey, oh, what the fuck? Come on, I don't want to do this. Just fuck off. Alright, I wasn't expecting being attacked by fucking dogs. What's this?
We're missing when he's gone.
You should get another puppy.
Greetings to
Everyone needs something to cheer them up.
God bless. Yeah, greetings.
You're having problems with the Jeliovites?
Not just me, my friend. They're the biggest bastards around. They've been nothing but trouble for years. The winter before last, they piled snow in front of everyone's doors at night, so no one could get out of their house. And last year, they broke into my cellar and pissed in my beer barrel.
Gracious. I hope you got your aim back on them.
Not yet, no. But since you're here, I've got a plan you could help me out with. I'd pay you well. You can count on that.
What exactly would you like me to do?
Don't worry. I won't make you do any shoveling or pissing anything. But I'll tell you exactly what I have in mind, only after you promise to help me. I'd hate to reveal my plan, only for you to go off and tell the Jeliovites right away.
All right. I'll help you.
Listen up then. Old Albram, the owner of the biggest plot of land in Zhelyov, has this beautiful bull. White as snow he is. The finest animal far and wide. Obviously, he's very proud of it. Very protective, too. Now you, will give his beautiful snow-white bull a nice new coat of paint. Albram is going to lose his mind. Simple, right?
Painting a bull, eh? That sounds like fun.
Right. We just have to work out a few details. First, we have to get some paint. I don't reckon we'll be able to get any here in the village, But you can try and ask Bartoszek, the tailor in Trotskovitz. I hear he dyes his own fabric. And after that, we'll have to make sure the bull stays still while you're painting it. Try asking Radovan, the local blacksmith. I hear he can make some kind of sleeping potion. If you pour it in the bull's water trough, I'm sure it'll do the trick. But watch out. That beast is enormous. You'd better put at least 3 doses of the potion in there.
All right, then. Albrum's bull will be getting a new coat of paint.
Albrum's going to lose his mind. I can't wait. And remember, it's supposed to be a joke. If you get caught or something goes wrong, the whole thing will be ruined.
Right. So I need paint, sleeping potions, and to not get caught. Why do you and the Zhelyov lot hate each other so much, anyway?
It's their fault. They keep playing tricks on us. Albrum's the worst of them all. The nasty old codger. He's always coming up with ways to mess with us. He's the one that stole our pasture.
What pasture did they steal from you?
The one that stretches from the orchard behind the Takov down to the gamekeeper's lodge. It's been ours since time immemorial, but the Zhelyevites took it from us.
And how did they take it from you? You can't exactly stuff a pasture in your purse and walk away with it.
Save the jokes, will you? This is fucking serious. There's a tree down by the gamekeeper's lodge that marks the edge of our land. My father, God rest his soul, was there when they agreed on it. He got a proper ass kicking so he'd remember it. And remember it he did. But then fucking Albrum came along, claiming it was the other way around. And that pasture belonged to Zhelyov.
Well, that's a tough nut to crack.
Good day. Same to you.
Oh, there's another quest.
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
I don't really want to play dice right now. I don't really have the money for it. Oh, you.
What do you want, you yokel? But make it quick.
What's new around here?
Vostotek. Lord von Beregov's huntsman is a regular here. He might have some work for you. He's got a cottage near Vidlak Pond. So if you know your way around the woods, you could go and offer him your help. I hope he hasn't started drinking somewhere else. He's my best customer. You could also stop by and see Old Mouth. He's the local storyteller. He could tell you all sorts of interesting things. But only if you bring him some liquor. Don't forget, I have some here to sell, if you want. And that's all I'd say.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper.
Wash up before we talk to him. So we are covered in blood.
God bless you.
It could come in handy.
I need something that'll put animals to sleep. Prochek said you might know something.
Well, it's true. I used a concoction that will put even a startled mare to sleep in no time. I once accidentally drank some and slept for 3 days. But the recipe is an old blacksmith's secret. The kind you don't just give away.
Wouldn't you tell a fellow blacksmith? My dad was a swordsmith, and I used to help him a lot.
But you didn't pay much attention, did you now? Otherwise, you'd know the recipe by now, and you wouldn't be asking me.
Well, I don't want it just for the sake of it. I need to use it against the Zhelyov lot.
So, Project and Olbram are at it again. Blockheads, both of them. And the place was just getting really nice and quiet lately. Well, what the hell. Maybe if I help you out, they'll start trading punches sooner and get it all over with. Pay up, and I'll tell you the secret.
Thank you.
I don't want money.
So, did you want...
All right.
I am broke.
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. Ah, what do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge.
Okay.
Go over to the anvil and let's get started.
The chest in your forge. Right here.
Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up bit by bit. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works the bellows.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You can tell the temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing.
You say so.
The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster.
Okay.
Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can. so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. Henry, when you've got a workpiece heated up, you can't just stand there and gape at it. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go.
Okay.
You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Hear that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. That's the ring you want. That's the ring you want. The sparks are flying nicely.
I like how Henry whistles the game's theme.
Sparks. That's the stuff. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going. That's some nice whistling. It's easy. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking.
Still not sure I understand all of this. Okay.
Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
What good does it do me to whistle while I work?
It makes you work to a rhythm. You won't get tired so quickly, and the iron feels it.
How do I know a good strike from a bad one?
By the sparks that fly up, and by the ring. It rings out with a different sound when you do it right.
What's the right way to heat up the workpiece?
Do it till it turns the color of straw. Ideally, the color should be the same everywhere, if your forging's going to be even. The main thing is, don't work it cold. You just ruin it. But don't overheat it either. As soon as sparks start to fly off it in the furnace, take it out.
Why should I forge evenly?
If you keep hammering the same spot, you'll never finish it. You'll just fuck it up. But jumping from one end to the other ain't a good idea neither. You'd end up working unevenly. The best thing to do is aim each strike next to the one before.
Okay.
How will I know it's finished?
Notice the shape. The closer you are to finishing, the more precise the shape it will have.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury. And they can't afford it neither.
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you could sell them. Though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
Where exactly is my bed?
At the side of the house, there are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. You go in by the rear door, next to the woodshed, and you can put your things in the chest there. Don't worry, nobody will steal them.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right. Here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work.
Oh, goddamn, my water tried to kill me. Alright. Let's check out our room. I think it's this one? I don't remember. No, because it's locked. Okay, so it's the other one. Oh, duh, 'cause there's a bed icon. Okay. What do we have here? Another apron. Yeah, we'll take the armorer's kit. Oh, hey, okay. I'll have to put those stuff on later. But, for now, let's just... Ooh, is that the one we made? Oh, okay, for now, let's put on our apron. Let's take off the helmet and stuff. That's good enough. Let's see if we can make this horseshoe then. Oh, you gotta hold X to learn it. Okay. Yeah, let's start with the horseshoe. I think it's ready. I have no idea, honestly.
Christ almighty.
I've been banging this spot for a long time.
Oh, shut up, Henry.
I'll never finish it like this. I should move it.
Christ, what a day.
I'm always hitting the same place.
Oh, shut up. We're
That's no
trying.
good.
I'm struggling to hit it at all.
I should heat it up again.
Oh my god. This is going to take a second to learn. Not a fan of your critiques, Henry. Like I'm doing the best I can do.
Well, I've got half finished.
I mean, do that. And to flip it over.
I have to hammer it more evenly.
Fucking hammer you.
I've been banging this spot for a long time.
Maybe I'm going too fast. Maybe that's the problem.
I have to pay attention. I've almost loused it up.
Nothing. Just a slight cold. Aye, and Anne would be calling for the priest, but women are made of stronger stuff.
I'll drop by and visit her sometime then.
Feel free. You're no longer in mortal danger.
I better fuck it all up.
Until we meet again, I wish you well.
And that's it.
Okay. It's not going to be a very good quality one. I think I know my problem now. I think I'm trying to move it fast. I need to slow down. Eh? Okay, we need to make an axe too, right? Say it's ready. Alright, let's heat it back up and do the other side. How do I square? Okay, square rotates it. Oh. Easy.
Just a bit more, and I'll be done.
Alright, that went smoother. That is the issue. I'm doing it. I still don't think I have the hang of it fully, but going slower definitely works out better. Ooh, it's good quality. So,
What do you have for sale?
I know how to do this, I think. Oh, cool. It shows us a portrait with the things. Let's see. I want to sell him this. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I see it. It has it there. Okay. Let's sell him. I think that's all I can sell him.
Let's talk about the price.
But of course.
I know how this works. How about give me 12?
What would you say to this?
We're getting close. Lower your price a little more and we can shake hands.
I'll take 11.
And it looked like we'd never agree.
As you're doing business, take care. It's about those two idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franzi. They drove off with a cart full of goods towards Semin, and they never came back.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up, and especially the cargo. Go to Semin and find out what the bloody hell happened.
Have you any idea which way they might have gone? I could have a look along the way. Maybe their cart broke down or something.
There's only one road to Semin that can take a cart. It leads from Takov to Troskovitz, and then to the south. But I've got a bad feeling they got up to no good in Semin.
Those two hands of yours, Venser and Franzi, what can you tell me about them?
Can't tell you much. They're wandering laborers. I don't think they wanted to stay here with me for long, but these days I can use all the help I can get.
Were they suspicious in any way?
No, they worked hard. They ain't no slackers. And I can't say that about everyone.
What was the cart carrying?
Bugger and bollocks. All sorts of stuff. I'd say Lord Semin wants to rearm his garrison with new equipment. There were some hunting swords, bastard swords, crossbow bolts. I also fixed the trigger on young Semin's crossbow. And some kitchen stuff. Sacks of charcoal, all sorts of things. There's a good month's work in that cartload.
All right. I'll get right on it then.
Go ahead. And if you find that pair of fools drunk, kick their asses for me.
Gladly. I'll kick some sobriety into them.
Alright.
I'm still not really sure of myself in the forge.
Why not? Better to practice now. Why don't you forge me another hunting sword?
Yeah.
Let's see what you can do then.
Alright. See what else we can learn from him.
I heard you could teach me something.
It can be done, but it doesn't come
Oh,
free.
okay. Maybe
You
not.
know how it is. Years of hard work. What is this about?
Never mind.
You know what? I'll buy your sleeping potion recipe after all.
Still don't have one.
So, you're in the truck. Listen up then. You take some poppy and thistle and boil them in oil. Then, after it cools off, you add a little herb Paris.
I wasn't ready for him to tell me that. Okay.
That doesn't sound too complicated. Thank you.
That was unexpected. All we had to do was become a blacksmith. Okay. So... let's see. We could use some rest. Let's rest and we'll continue our adventure. Alright, so let's see what they want up here from us.
Welcome. What can I do for you?
People call you the mouth, right? They say you tell all sorts of stories.
I'm no mouth to you. My name is Denyek. Got that? What do people call you then? Bughead? Arseface?
I'm sorry, Stenyak. I'm Henry.
Pleased to meet you. But you were right about the stories. I could tell you stories so sad they'd make the devil cry. Or would you prefer something so scary it'll make the hairs on your ass turn white? But it's a lot of hard work for me. Now, if you had some...
I know quite a few stories myself. How about a trade? A story for a story.
All right, then. But if it's the one about the magic porridge pot, don't bother. I've heard it 100 times. And that story always leaves me feeling hungry.
I know a romantic tale about a knight, his lady love, and 3 impossible tasks he had to undertake to win her heart. He had to bring her the sweetest wine, tame the wildest horse, and make a crown with the rarest gem.
And then? What happened when he'd done all three?
The Lady of his Heart showed her gratitude by giving him the most precious thing she had. And I'm not talking about gold.
Ho ho! A raunchy ending. That'll be popular with the lads round here. If I were you, I'd make it longer. To last a whole evening. Add a wicked stepmother, that sort of thing. It'll be a hit. And now, I'll tell you a tale in return. So what kind of story would you like to hear?
I like stories that can teach me something. Stories with a moral.
Haven't you heard enough of those in church? But it's not a problem. I have just the tale for you. And it's not one you'll hear from any priest. So, once upon a time, there lived in these very lands 2 brothers. The older was called Kuba, the younger, Matthias. They were both woodcutters, like their father and his father before him. One day, at the height of summer, they were working in the woods. The air was as hot as a furnace, so Matthias went to a nearby pond to cool himself. But as he was leaning over the cold water, there was a loud splash. His axe had got loose from his belt. In haste, he began to search the muddy bed of the pond, and his hands soon touched something hard and heavy. He pulled it out and could not believe his eyes. He pulled out an axe. Yes, but not his old one. It was an axe made of pure silver.
Good God. I'd grab that without a second thought.
Maybe you would, but Matthias would never. He was an honest man, and with a big swing he threw the silver axe back. He searched the pond again, and this time he pulled out his own axe. Nothing but dull iron and old wood.
I reckon that was the right choice. Who knows who the silver axe belonged to?
Well, quite. Listen on. Matthias was just about to leave when suddenly a water goblin came out of the pond, silver axe in his hands, and he said, "You're a righteous man, Matthias, and for your honesty, you may keep both axes." Matthias, not hanging around for the goblin to change his mind, took up both axes, gave us thanks, and ran to tell Kuba all about it. Kuba, however, was not best pleased with his little brother's fortune. He deeply envied Matthias for his newfound wealth. So, he set out to try the same thing. He ran as fast as his legs could carry him straight to the pond, threw his own axe in, and began a pretend search for it. Yet Kuba had no luck. He pulled out the axe he'd thrown in himself. So he tried again. Tricked by sunlight, he grabbed something shiny, only to pull out his old iron axe again. Enraged, he hurled his axe back into the water and yelled, "Fuck this axe! I want a silver one!" But the water goblin heard his shameful cry and was greatly upset by Kuba's greed. So, when Kuba reached down into the water for a third time, the water goblin seized his hand, pulled him down a hole to the dark depths, and drowned him.
Oh, that's so cruel. I feel sorry for Kuba.
Aye, and so did Matthias. He went to the water goblin and begged for his brother's body so he could take him home and bury him. But the path back from the pond led over a steep hill, and carrying the weight of the waterlogged body exhausted Matthias. He stopped to rest by an old oak tree, and he used a silver axe to cut off a branch that would serve as a walking stick. But it wasn't enough. Somehow, it was still getting harder to continue up the hill. Then Matthias realized it wasn't his brother's body that was weighing him down. It was the silver axe. The axe was the cause of all this trouble. So he started bashing the silver axe against a big stone with all his might, trying to destroy it. Yet no matter what, he couldn't even make a dent. With the last of his strength, Matthias climbed to the top of the hill. He knew he could go no further, so he found a pretty spot with a view over the valley and dug his brother a grave. There, he buried both his brother and the silver axe that had brought such pain upon them. His final act was to stick the oak branch in the ground by the grave. But lo and behold, the branch grew green leaves and became a tree. The locals have had no dealings with the water goblin since then, but some have had the bad luck to bump into him. And when you walk by the pier, where it all happened, you can still hear his chuckling.
That was a very nice story.
Story? What story? It's the truth.
But why hasn't anyone gone looking for the axe then?
Because it brings misfortune. Didn't you listen to me at all? Look for yourself if you wish. Rock Tower Pond isn't far from here. The Water Goblin's Pier is somewhere among the reeds. But leave me out of it. I'm fine here with my drink.
Okay.
See you later.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
So we're kind of headed that way anyway. I want to go there too. Something I didn't think of. Let's grab one of those shields out of the chest. So the one I'm using is probably damaged. I also prefer a kite shield, which I do have. Cool. How do I put a shield in though? There we go. Off we go on an adventure. That way? Yeah, I guess so. Probably a good idea, actually. You can't load the crossbow ahead of time. I can see how that would be unsafe. Ultimate goal is to find Mutt, because it'd be nice to have that companion. That's nice. Hopefully we don't get attacked on the way. So that would suck. Increasing the stamina would be nice too. I'll see that happening soon. Also need to go out of that cart, so maybe we can find some stuff there.
God bless.
I'm gonna go and place the marker on it. We'll head there next. See what's up here first.
What happened? You look worried.
My husband Vostatek left to go hunting and hasn't come back. I'm worried that something happened to him. He's von Burgo's lead huntsman, and the forest is full of poachers these days.
Maybe he just got caught up somewhere.
Not a chance. We're invited to young Lord Semin's wedding. He wouldn't dare miss that by wandering around the woods for so long. What would Lord Semin think if we didn't show up? It would be a disgrace. He sometimes loses track of time out in the woods, but I've got a really bad feeling about it this time. One time, Vostatek didn't come home for 4 days after his horse broke its leg in the woods. I had a feeling right away that something bad had happened. And I have that same feeling now. Do you reckon you could help me?
Yeah, I'll go look for him.
Do you know where he might be? Where's his hunting ground?
In all the forests here around Vidlak Pond. He didn't tell me exactly where he was going, but maybe Vitek knows.
Vitek?
Our son.
So your husband got lost when he was out hunting, and you want me to go and find him?
I'd go myself, but Vostatek doesn't want me going to the woods on my own. He says it's dangerous. But you look like a fearless lad, and I'll be sure to reward you for your efforts.
All right. I'll bring Vostatek back to you.
Thank you. I wouldn't send you if I didn't think it was necessary, but I have a really bad feeling about this. Before you leave, please make sure to talk to Vitek. Maybe he'd know where his father was headed.
All right. I'll let you know as soon as I find something.
Be careful out there.
God be with you.
Oh, quest item, duh. Journal would be where I can select quests. Yeah. Select quest not active?
God bless. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for your father. Did he mention where he was headed?
Ma talked you into it, didn't she? I'd be willing to bet he just got wasted as usual. He's nothing but a drunkard. It's no secret.
What kind of a Christian are you? Sinner or saint, it's your duty to honor your father as the good book decrees. Come on. I just need a few words out of you, then I'll find him myself.
All right, all right. No need to get preachy. I'll help you. But don't expect any gratitude from him.
Where did he go? Tell me.
The last thing he said was he found a dead deer near the pond, and he wanted to go and see if there were any wolves about. So I'd go down below the cottage, walk along the shore, and then turn north into the old forest. If he didn't get boozed up and forget, that is. Wouldn't be the first time.
What's your problem with him? He's your pa. You shouldn't talk about him like that.
All he does is drink and doesn't care about anyone else. Why would I talk about him in any other way? He's like a big, drooling infant. Ma and me are always at his beck and call. So I say we should let him deal with it himself.
Shouldn't you be looking for your father? You can come with me.
Ha! Forget about it. I'm sure it'll end with you dragging his drunken arse home anyway, and I'd rather avoid that.
Be that as it may, I'm going out to look for him.
No need to rush. At least it would give him time to sleep it off and come home on his own.
Alright then. Which way did you say it was? That way, okay. Is it raining? Guess so. see. Yeah. Okay. So we'll follow this path and that should take us where we need to be. They really go with the environment and stuff in this one though. Like, I don't know. It looks nice. Like, the other one didn't look horrible, but like, you could tell it was a bit rough. And like, oh, this one seems more polished. Which the first ones did seem more like a trial run. Anyway. Glad it worked out. I just wish there was more fantasy-like games that were more realistic. Not that I have a problem with, well, I guess it's not fantasy, it's realistic, but not that I have a problem with anything like that, but I do like fighting things other than dragons occasionally. Not having to deal with things like dragons. So they should be around here. Fuck. I heard dogs.
There's someone up in that tree there. If I don't help him, those wolves are...
That one really bit, no, like, fucking... I can't, hold on. One really just fucking bit me and bled out, what the hell? Wow. You're fine, give me a second. Poaching. Okay. So I can hunt rabbits and wolves. That's funny. Gotta get one last bite in before it died. Fucking hell. I need to figure out how to craft health potions.
It's alright now. You can come down.
Thank God! I was starting to think I'd turn into a brat! What the hell are you doing? I'll break my legs! Don't make room for me, then! Watch out! I'm coming down! Jesus! Mary Joseph! And an arse! My foot! Ah!
Oh, for
You
fuck's
alright?
sake.
I fucked up my bloody ankle, damn it! Thank God you were passing by. Otherwise they'd have eaten me for sure! I'm forced to take. Huntsman!
Your wife sent me.
My dear Slack. Thank God for her. What's your name?
Henry.
And thanks to you as well, Henry. You've got to... Ah! That hurts. You've got to carry me. Christ in heaven. Of course this happens to me.
I heard you're a bit of a drinker. You see, that's true.
Not as much as I'd like to be. At least then it wouldn't hurt so much.
Alright, come on.
I'll help you then.
Thank you. You can carry me to my camp. That's where... Excuse me. That's where Peppy gets.
Wait, what?
I'll tell you on the way. Let's have a quick drink first, eh? Want some? I still have a swing of schnapps left.
Yeah, I'll take
Right.
some.
If I'm gonna carry you the whole way, I'll need the strength.
You're my kind of fella. Good fortune. The treacherous bitch.
Oh, that's strong. How can you drink this stuff? Christ.
Let's go. That
Which way?
that way.
For Christ's sake, I can't see where you're pointing.
Turn away from the pond. Go around the bushes and keep going till you reach an old fallen tree. Yeah! The tree trunk covered in moss. North from here. Ow! Stop it! Man! I told you to be careful! You're carrying me like a corpse.
Well, how else should I carry you? Like a bride?
At least I wouldn't have to stare at your ass. Just stop flailing around so. That's the falling tree. I can't get upside down. I will keep going in the same direction. Come on. I will. Then I'll tell you what.
Better not be more wolves out here. Better not throw up on me.
Don't you dare puke on me. No. Don't do it.
I nearly waved you back.
Sick. Just have to play the hero. Can't just leave him to die. Oh, here's your angel.
What? I said, fuck it. Let's go for a drink. Yeah! Take me to Taco. They've got the best deal.
Are you mad? I'm not going to carry you to the tavern. We'll go into your hideout.
Alright. You're right. We have to find... I really forgot about the poor fella. Take me to the north, along the stream. Right. Right. A real druid. You'll know it.
Fine. As long as it's not too far.
It's a bad time for it to be raining.
Not much further now. Carry on into the forest. There'll be a marker on a tree there.
A marker?
Aye. A
cross carved into the tree and a pile of stones there. Folks that work in the woods give Mark all sorts of it. Come on, let's move! Peppy! Peppy! Where's Heartbreaker, boy? I heard something. Oh, yeah? Wait. Me too. Something's coming. It's really here. There it is. That's the tree. You see the mark? My hideout is just a bit further to the north. You can put me down there. Here. Put me down. Where's Pappy? Let's see if I can stand up. Henry, come here.
What now?
Oof, I need a drink. And to catch my breath, here, take my water skin. Fill it up in that barrel over there. I'll just lie down here in the meantime.
Water. Here you go.
Thanks, mate. This will clear my head. I know you've done a lot for me already. But there's something else I need. You've got to find Peppy. Whether he ran off or someone stole him, he's in trouble.
So, who is this Pepik, anyway?
He's one of Lord Vonbergo's subjects. He's very kind, but can't be on his own. Especially not in the woods.
What does Pepik look like?
Very dark, nearly black. He may not be as muscular as a regular worker, but he's quick.
Let me guess. Pepik is a horse?
What the hell did you think he was? My personal servant? Of course he's a horse! And not just any horse. Like I said, he's from Lord Vonbergo himself.
Who could have taken him? We're in the middle of the woods. There's nobody around.
You're wrong. There's been a band of poachers wreaking havoc around these parts for a while now. I haven't managed to find their camp yet. But it can't be far. I'm sure they're the ones behind it.
What are we gonna do about it?
You'll have to track them down, because I'm useless in this state.
All right, I'll find him. I can't carry you all the way home on my back. Where should I start?
I tied him up by that sickly tree over there. All that's left is the cut rope. I'd start over there. There must be some tracks. Once you track him down, hop on him and ride over. He's very nice. I'm sure he'll let you. Just watch out for those thieves. If you were to take care of them as well, I surely wouldn't mind.
I'm more interested in those thieves. Do you have any idea how many there are?
Definitely not many. Judging by the tracks, maybe 4.
Who are they? And where did they come from?
In wartime, fellas like that pop up like mushrooms after the raid. And all they want to do is prey on others. Don't overthink it too much. They're a bunch of fuckers. Nobody will miss them.
That's all I need to know. Will you manage all by yourself?
Who do you think I am? A little girl?
What if some more wolves show up?
Why would you even say that? Get out of here and stop scaring me.
I'm on it. Rest up in the meantime.
Thanks, friend. And another thing. I had a hunting crossbow on the saddle. If you find that as well, keep it, for your trouble.
I definitely need that. We're gonna take these things. And that potion I'm gonna take right now. What's this do? Oh, okay. You have a bow around here? He does. Training, aiming can be difficult. Okay. So what I'm wondering is, I don't have the strength requirement. That's fine. Let's stick with the crossbow. Sadly, he doesn't seem to have bolts around, but we can use what we have.
Somebody untied the horse and led him along the path. A hunting horn. I reckon the huntsman had it hanging on his saddle, and it fell off here. Well, I'm on the right track. They kept going along the path. That's quite a pile. They must have gone this way. A saddlebag. They emptied it and threw it away. More tracks. They can't be far now.
And potions? I don't think potions can spoil. That would suck.
That must be the poacher's camp. I've got to be careful now.
Okay, you can't hold a crossbow steady, that's good to know.
weather. Asshole! Attack! Everyone, get over here! Ah! Ah! I yield! Mercy! I surrender! You hear me?
Drop your weapon and leave.
Here you go. Now keep your word. All right. I hope I don't run into you again.
Oh, fuck.
Show your stuff.
You want to try me?
Alright.
That must be the poacher's camp. I've got to be careful now.
Christ almighty.
Okay, we can use that. Cancel the shot. There we go. There's the horse. There's a guard. There's a guard. Definitely gonna need some archery practice. I'll just get up on this rock here. Get some elevation on them.
Come to take us out, have ya? Not today. Attack! Everyone, get over here!
Stop.
Attack! Come and help us!
You fight like an old hag!
Bastard!
Oh, can he not get me right here?
You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit! Alert! Alert!
Oh. Ah, fuck you.
To hell with you!
Who else is there? Give me these. They may be crude, but they work. Oh, you don't have a helmet.
You're in for an ass kicking, you
Sucks for
piece of
you.
shit! Alert! To
I
arms!
can't aim though.
Ah!
How does your hat reflect that? It's because you're using shit arrows, probably. You know what? We'll use the good ones. Where are you going? Where did you go?
arse kicking, you piece of shit! Show your stuff! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp!
Fuck.
Go to hell! Alert! To arms! No, I'm done with this. I'll help you out! Shoot through you. Show your stuff!
I can't get a shot in.
You're no match for us, fucker! Take that, you shit!
I'll kill you! I'll gut you! I surrender! Enough!
Fuck. Alright, we have the one that's been causing us problems taken out.
Fucking hell! I'll beat you to a bloody
Henry,
pulp, fucker!
pull your weapon out. What the fuck, dude? Oh my god. I don't know if it's clear, but we at least took out the major players. And that's all we really needed to do.
I'll get you! Alert! To arms!
Fuck.
Bleeding already, are ya?
Okay. Probably one more here somewhere. Actually, you know, I don't care. We're getting out of here before I die again.